Because our fourth candidate is not here, but if you could all please stand up, introduce yourself by name, party affiliation if you have one, and I guess what office you're running for. You just go over that.
I'm Sarah Frivolous Lawsuit Jong, and I'm running under the Squelch Party.
I'm Hassan, endorsed by CS and SAO Con. I'm running independent.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marlisa Thomas, and I'm running under DAP, DAAP, Defend Affirmative Action Party, and I'm actually a political organizer for Ban by Any Means Necessary.
All right, so we're going to have two questions for the student advocate candidates. You each have 2 minutes to respond. Again, you don't need to use the full 2 minutes. And audience, please hold your applause until the end of all the speakers. All right, and the order for the first question is going to be Marlisa, Hassan, and Sarah. I'm going to repeat the order. Marlisa, Hassan, Sarah. And the first question is, what are your qualifications for the position of student advocate? Marlisa.
Okay, first of all, I have 3 years. I'm actually a freshman right now, but I have 3 years in high school. I was actually a student activist in high school under a school side council, and I actually talked to the Board of Education, the district office, faculty members, including the principal, vice principal, counselors, and things of that sort, and also security guards and things of that sort as well, in order to defend the rights of students and in order to actually not only defend the rights of students, but talk on behalf of them. And I actually organized a lot of petitions and things of that sort as well. And again, I was for 3 years, and I'm also a political organizer under BAM, and we actually just organized under Oscar grants. So I think that the student advocate, being a student advocate also should include being a student activist, and I am qualified for that.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Hassan.
Hi guys. So I have worked in the Student Advocate's office for the past 2.5 years. I currently serve as the chief staff under Matt DiMartini. And in those past 2.5 years, I've served as a conduct caseworker, meaning I've worked directly with the Office of Student Conduct and the Dean of Students on issues relating to student rights and the student code of conduct process. For example, for the past year, I've been meeting with Karen Wern over at the Dean of Students office, and we've been going through the code of conduct line by line to make sure that it's fair and equitable for all students. We're also looking to revise the current hearing process, which we believe is highly unfair for students, because most students who go to the hearing process tend to just have the decision thrown back in their face without any changes. I've also started outreach with UCPD to work with UCPD on projects in which we would have oversight of complaints that go towards the UCPD. And I have a pretty good general working knowledge of what's required of the student advocate, because I've worked in the office for so long that I've seen what previous student advocates have done in these areas where they've made mistakes and areas in which they can improve. Thank you.
Thank you. And Sarah?
I am qualified because for the past 4 semesters I have been graphics editor of the heuristic Squelch. And as you all know, moving objects in Photoshop like a pixel to the left is very similar to being a student advocate. The qualifications are very similar. The degree of knowledge, precision, experience, it's pretty much the same, you know. You could even say there's a biconditional between the two. But I think that I really want to question the legitimacy of this question in this forum. Because if anyone needed to be qualified, why would this position be up for election in the first place by a largely disinterested student population who only votes for their friends, or who manage to message them on Facebook? To a large extent, maybe this system works, and this farce of asking me this question of how I am qualified is really just okay, because everyone knows that the person with endorsed by SA and CS on the ballot as their nickname is going to win, because no one gives a shit. But and also because he was assistant to the former this office that I'm running for because I drank too much before I came here. But, you know, whatever. Maybe you guys should be asking this question of why we're having this farcical fucking election in the first place. To elect people who, for instance, a person who has never been a senator to executive VP, like what happened in the last election. Why does experience matter? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why any of this exists. I don't know why I'm here anymore. I've forgotten everything I've said in the last minute. All right, I think I'm done.
Okay, thank you. On to our second question. The order for this question is Hassan, Sarah, and then Marlisa. Again, Hassan, Sarah, and Marlisa. And the question is, how would you improve or better publicize the services that are offered by the Student Advocate's Office so that more students utilize them? Again, how would you improve or better publicize the services that are offered by the Student Advocate's Office so that more students utilize them?
That's actually a really important question because if you stand out to Sproul and tell people that the Student Advocate's Office is there for you, if you need help, people tend to not listen because most of the time they are in trouble. And in my experience,